Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Muli pong sumasa inyo ang programang nagbibigay ng libreng konsultasyon. Magandang gabi, Doc, at your service. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Nina Corpus. At ngayong gabi pag-uusapan po natin ang sakit na leukemia. Kaya kung kayo po ay may katanungan tungkol dyan, at espesyal rin po ang ating episode dahil ang guest po natin ngayong gabi ay founder at chairman ng isang foundation na tumutulong sa mga taong may sakit na leukemia, sa mga adults po yan. Kaya kung kayo po ay siguro naghahanap ng tulong, nangangailangan ng tulong, mag-text na po kayo sa amin dito sa DZMM, i-type lamang ang DZMM, space react at ang inyong mensahe at isend sa 2366. Maaari niyo rin po kami makita online sa Facebook para sa inyong mga reaksyon. I-type lamang sa search box ng inyong account ang DZMM Teleradyo at i-click ang like. Pwede niyo rin po akong i-tweet sa aking Twitter account at Nina Corpus. Ngayong gabi, makakasama natin walang iba kundi si Dr. Erlyn Demere. Magandang gabi, Doc.
Good evening, magandang gabi, Nina.
Si Dr. Erlyn po ay isang fellow ng Philippine College of Physicians and Philippine College of Cardiology. Siya po ang editor-in-chief ng PHA News Brief. Doktor, ano yung PHA?
Philippine Heart Association.
At siya po ay isang cardiologist dyan po sa St. Luke's Medical Center.
Yes.
Sabi ko nga kanina, siya po ang founder, saka chairman of the board ng EPCAM. Ito po yung Adult Leukemia Foundation of the Philippines. Ito po nga foundation na ito, no, very, very close o malapit sa puso ni Dr. Erlyn. Siguro tanungin natin siya bago natin i-discuss yung sakit ng leukemia. Bakit po kayo nagtayo ng foundation para sa mga taong o yung mga adults na may leukemia?
Okay, natayo to because 5 years ago, my brother died of leukemia. And nakita namin as we journeyed through leukemia na wala talagang adult leukemia foundation in the Philippines. There is a child leukemia foundation, the LIFE, which was also founded by yung grupo ng mga parents or victims of leukemia. So when my brother died, I felt that there was really a need to come up with a foundation to help leukemia patients journey through the disease. Kasi mahirap talaga pag na-diagnose ka na may leukemia, you know.
And usually kasi, doktora, sabi nga nilang leukemia raw mas common sa mga bata. Is this really the case po?
Actually, parang mas nadadiagnose sa mga bata. Kasi ang mga parents, pag may sakit ang bata, dinadala agad sa doktor, sa ospital. Pero the adults, even if they already feel problems related to leukemia, hindi yan nagpapatingin hanggang malubhana, or some just pass away without being diagnosed.
But hindi nila alam na may leukemia po sila?
Hindi nila alam, majority, but actually, if you look at the statistics nationwide and even globally, mas marami talagang adult leukemia.
And ngayon lang po nagkaroon ng foundation, despite this fact, ngayon lang po nagkaroon ng foundation for adults.
For adult leukemia, that's correct.
Okay, doktora, alam ko masakit po yung pinagdaanan niyo 5 years ago nung namatay yung kapatid po ninyo. But baka you can share with us yung story po ninyo at baka po may nakikinig sa atin na-inspire po sila sa pinagdaanan po ninyo. Yung sakit ng brother, ano po pangalan ng brother mo, doktora?
My brother's name is Erwin. He was fiscal of Dumaguete City.
Ilang taon po siya nung na-diagnose?
He was diagnosed at age 43. Tapos we journeyed with him for 2 years. He went through chemotherapy. And then he died at age 45.
So madalas po yung pangyayari, no? 2 years?
2 years. And actually, yung duration ng journey, it can be very quick. Like if you recall, si Francis Magalona, he just was 2 or 3 months, pareha lang sila ng sakit ng kapatid ko.
Okay. So, sa kanya ang bilis kasi diba late stage na ata yung kay Francis M?
Actually, sa leukemia, walang staging.
Walang stage.
Because it's like, if you have leukemia, it's like, if you compare it to other cancers, it's like metastatic stage 4 siya agad. Kasi,
Right away.
kasi leukemia is leukemia. That's what hematologists say. And because it's bloodborne, sa bone marrow mo talaga yon. So, it affects all the functions. Yung red cells mo, yung white cells mo, yung platelets mo. So, regardless yan of stage, hindi siya sinistage usually. If you have leukemia, they just determine kung saan na nag-reach yung leukemic cells and what you can do for it.
So, doktora, pag na-diagnose ka pala at matanda ka na meron kang leukemia, para na itong death sentence.
Yeah, actually, that's the sad part of it. That's what everybody says. Pag may leukemia ka na, parang death sentence nga. But of course, that's why this foundation is built on the fact that hindi talaga nakakabigay ng death sentence dapat ang doktor, diba? It's from the maker of our bodies. So, through the foundation, we're trying to show patients with leukemia na hindi naman hopeless yung journey. It's not a death sentence. It's either you face leukemia, fight leukemia bravely, or just, sometimes I would say, hindi importante yung na-diagnose ka. Of course, kung ikaw ang na-diagnose, napakasakit niyan, ano? But the more important thing is how you live through your disease, through leukemia. Kaya when my brother was diagnosed, actually yung 2 years mahaba na yun actually.
Okay.
We were preparing him for going to America for a bone marrow transplant, and 4 days before we were about to leave, he passed away at St. Luke's Mental Center. So, through the 2 years, na-establish namin maraming contacts niya. We were able to connect with a lot of other agencies and even to the National Institutes of Health, sa US. So the question was, when my brother left, was, what will I do with all the things that God showed me through the journey? So it was clear that it is to be used for others. So that's why may foundation na tayo ngayon for adult leukemia.
Sige po, doktora. Since ito po parang naging legacy na nung inyong kapatid, ano po? At parang despite na hindi tayo umabot dun sa desire ninyo na magkaroon siya ng transplant, ay nakatayo po kayo ng ganitong foundation para naman sa mga susunod na may sakit na leukemia. So ano po yung ginagawa ng foundation na ito para po sa mga may leukemia?
Yeah, okay. The foundation actually has 3 arms of service. Okay, the spiritual arm, the medical arm, and the financial arm. So, ibig sabihin, we will have to develop these 3 arms as a holistic approach to patients with leukemia. So, actually, ang mission ng foundation is really to show the leukemic patients that we have a God, and He is the hope, the healer, and the provider. So, yun yung basis ng 3 arms ng foundation. So, God is the hope, meaning we would want to spiritually nurture the patients, help them through, make them see na may Panginoon talaga despite the seeming tragedy sa mata ng tao. But then the leukemic patients, as I said, will now have the courage to face it, and it's going to affect, it's going to now cascade down to the family. So instead of affecting the family in a negative way, parang sana matulungan natin silang umasa na pwede silang mag-journey bravely through leukemia. And then we go to the medical arm, which will actually offer to the patients a guided choice or option to the medical side of leukemia. So kasi pag na-diagnose ka, wala kang alam, wala kang doktor sa pamilya, parang, what's this? Parang weird. It's really like a bombshell on you, right? So, if they contact the foundation, then we will try to help them depending on what stage, kumbaga, and what time that they were diagnosed. Okay? Then, titingnan natin kung anong kailangan. Chemotherapy ba? Radiation ba? Transplant ba? Kasi nga, ang leukemia hindi nga sinistage. Ginagawa lang na parang untreated leukemia, or in remission, ibig sabihin, na-chemo siya, tapos nabura lahat ng cells, they become healthy again, they're normal individuals, until it recurs. So, supposed to be, after the remission, ita-transplant sila. So,
Ano po ba yung nangyari sa brother nyo? Nagka-remission siya?
Yes, nagka-remission siya. So,
Tapos po
nung nagka-remission siya, so we were getting him ready for transplant. And then he suffered a severe infection. And yun na, he was taken home. Okay? So, ganun dapat yun. So, pag nag-remission, ita-transplant. But it's not as easy as it sounds. It's really not as easy as...
Kasi po pag tinransplant, Is this the cure? Ito na po ba yun pag na-transplant yung bone marrow mo?
Yes, we could say that it's the cure. It's the cure kasi talagang i-replace yung abnormal cells and then new cells will come out from the donor. Dati, yung ordinary transplant dati, kinukuha talaga yung bone marrow at tina-transplant. Ngayon, we use peripheral blood already because we have stem cell technology already and that's available in the Philippines now.
Okay, available na po siya dito. So, hindi na po yung kailangan may donor ka na.
Well, may donor pa rin.
But at least, naibibigay niya yung bone marrow niya.
Hindi na yung kukuha ka ng ulo talaga. They can use peripheral blood already through stem cell transplantation.
And dapat, ito pong stem cell, ibang usapan na naman po yan, ano? At saka medyo controversial. Pero nangyayari po yan dito sa Pilipinas. Ginagawa na po yan.
Ginagawa niyo.
At marami na po ang gumaling dahil
Yes.
dito.
In fact, we have 2 patients post-transplant now who are with the foundation. There are 2 doctors actually
Na gumaling.
na gumaling.
And now working with the foundation. Balik po tayo dito sa Magandang Gabi, Doc. At pinag-uusapan po namin ni Dr. Erlyn Demere ang sakit na leukemia. At yung kanya pong foundation na itinayo para tumulong po sa mga adults na may sakit na leukemia. Doktora, ito po nga pag-diagnose sa sakit na leukemia. Sabi niyo nga, late, minsan huli na ang lahat pag nagda-diagnose, lalo na kung matanda ka na. Ano po ba yung mga sintomas or signs para malaman na, naku, kailangan ko na palang magpa-check ng aking dugo?
It could be actually as non-specific as fever, even parang pagod lang parati, yung konting hingan. So it can be really
Parang wala.
Parang some even just come like parang may viral infection and then when they check the blood, meron ng abnormal cells sa blood nila. Kasi supposed to be yung ginagawa yung ating blood sa loob ng bone marrow. Lumalabas lang yan pag kailangan na or mature na sila. Pero pag abnormal na sila, dumadami sila, natatalo yung mga normal cells. And then, kung kailangan na sila sa katawan, wala ng normal cells, yung abnormal na lumalabas. So the ordinary CBC, sometimes in peripheral smear, doon na nakikita. So actually, lalo na pag may duda ka, yung putlang-putla na sila, yung ganun, that's one sign, they're so pale, they feel so tired, they have headaches, depende, minsan the leukemia cells are already in the brain, then they feel headaches. So talagang can be very non-specific.
And then very, parang general po yung kinuwento po ninyo parang hindi ka mag-aalala na kailangan ko pumunta sa ospital.
Kaya nga sa adults, parang it can be left as nothing,
Yes.
until they really, some collapse na talagang very low na yung hemoglobin nila, it drops so low. The hemoglobin, remember, is the protein na nagka-carry ng oxygen sa ating blood. So wala ng oxygen, they collapse. And then, nakikita, meron pa ng problema sa bone marrow. So actually, it really needs assessment by trained physicians.
Opo. So pag minsan hindi pala ito nagda-diagnose ng tama, kasi minsan, nahilo ka lang, umuwi ka na.
Yeah,
Diba?
pwede. Oo. Pero sometimes pag pumunta na, nakitang putla, nakitang CBC, minsan nakukuha naman sa CBC.
So nasa CBC pa lang malalaman na. So siguro po, mabuti yung mga nag-regular check-up, di ba po? Yung mga every 6 months, for example, or every year.
Yes. Oo. Parang may clue na. Kasi sa CBC may 3 lines na ng cells makikita mo yung red cells, yung white cells, and yung platelets. So more or less, pag nakita mo, normal naman sila lahat. Pero yung normal forming cells. Sometimes, makita mo mildly low, pwede namang ordinary anemia lang. Pero sometimes, yung mga pathologists, nakikita nila may abnormal cells na doon na lumalabas sa periphery.
And nakikita po yan kunyari, nagpa-blood test ako, kita po yan, malalaman agad.
Yeah. So kung may duda, the next test to do is actually a bone marrow aspiration biopsy. Yun talaga ang makaka-clinch ng diagnosis kung anong klaseng leukemia at leukemia ba talaga.
So sa ordinary CBC po, hindi 100%.
Hindi 100%, but at least it gives you an idea if there's a problem na kailangan mo tingnan pa. And syempre, titingnan mo lahat, yung PE, physical examination, and history. Kasi actually, walang masyadong explainable cause ang leukemia. So, tinitingnan mo lang ang risk sa isang tao. Okay? So, mga risk